different age to become an adult? Like, it's not 21 for dogs, or I might just be slow. I'm probably slow.
So, I was talking 7 years, 7 years for dogs. So you had him. He was what? When he turned one, he'll be 7, 2, 14, 3, 21, 4, 28, 5, 35. Yeah.
The fact that you understand dog years is nuts. I'm about to look
It's
this
like
up. I'm about to look this up
I
on
say,
Google.
it's not hard to understand. It took me a minute though to understand. I was like, okay. I was like, okay, that makes sense.
He's an adult by one? Nigga, what?
He is 21 years old. I didn't get drink alcohol now.
Man. Nigga said most dogs are fully grown by 1 year old, but larger breeds continue to grow until they're 2. Nigga Tucker's 3, so he's been grown for a year. Nigga still acting a goddamn ass.
You said he may be grown, but he still has like a kid mindset.
Nigga's a child. Anyway, can you say the intro? I'm frustrated.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Grooves, man. With my dog drilling out here, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Yappalot podcast. We ain't got Tanner in here right now, man. We're making sure, but everything's good with him.
We
But we'll
don't
make sure everything's
got
good.
Tana, but we got our knees out.
You got you got our knees out. It's crazy. What? What?
You got your knees out too, bro. Don't act like you don't act brand new, gang. Yeah, there they go.
Hey, bro, chill, bro. Hey,
Got
bro,
the
chill.
knees out and they got lotion on them. What you talking about?
Nice and moisturized, nice and moisturized.
Moisturize.
You know what I'm
Niggas,
saying? But you know what I'm saying? We got a good one for y'all this today, man. We got a good one, man.
tell them what you saw.
Explain to the people what we got.
Tell them. I was gonna say more so. We gonna be talking about our favorite TV shows from back in the day. And we're gonna be talking about our gladiators, good dads. That's been a question that me and him been talking about, and I looked up some shit that I think is pretty funny. But let's talk about the Bernie Mac children first. Let's get that. Let's open up with that. Go. I want you to open. I want you to start with that because I feel like this is gonna be funny.
Hey, I know. I just know that nigga Bernie Mac is rolling over in his grave
Bro.
right now.
First of all, I want to say this. I'm not knocking anybody.
Nah.
I'm probably gonna sound horrible. I'm not knocking anybody for doing what you do to get your money. But it's the fact that Jordan is following them both. Freak ass.
And the fact that at the end of the post, motherfucker was like, "Will we see a collaboration coming soon?" Hey, that is not. Just
No
imagine you waking up,
way.
you waking up, going on Twitter or social media, and you see an OnlyFans video from the Bernie Mac kids. Like, bro, we grew up watching y'all.
We
What?
watched y'all as kids. What are you doing?
And I was the same age as them when I was a kid. So I'm
Bruh.
like, what?
Hey,
It's
look.
especially seeing a baby girl doing OnlyFans.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That there needs to that lets you know how much money there is in the acting space. For especially for or longevity. There needs to be something for people like that because they held us over for years and now it's nothing. Nothing. They out here doing OnlyFans and Jordan is subscribed to them both. That
What he
man.
is?
Yeah, apparently, like on the post, allegedly he's a sky. He's subscribed to both of them. So the younger one and the older one. I don't know how I
Oh
feel
no,
about that.
nah, he want a piece of the pie. That's the
That's what I'm
reason why.
saying.
Yeah. He want a piece of the pie. He ain't slick. He
He ain't
ain't
manager.
slick.
He their manager. That's all that
He
is.
ain't slick. He ain't slick. He ain't slick. But the crazy thing about it is like I forgot the shorty that played Vanessa, the dark skinned shorty.
Mm-hmm.
When she first came out and said that she was doing OnlyFans, I'm like, hey, yo, what? You of all people, I didn't even think you don't even look like the type of person to do
Yeah,
that.
she don't look like the type, and I know that's
But then again, I had to look in the eyes, and the eyes tell me different.
the eyes tell me
The,
different. It's crazy.
the eyes told me different, and boy, I was like, And when I seen because I'm not gonna cap, I am not gonna cap. I definitely did try to look up. I was like, let me see if this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? You know, research purposes only.
Absolutely.
Let me make sure this shit's real.
I didn't do it. He did it.
I seen a picture. Ill. Not top quality. Not top quality. Not top quality. Nah. Go back to your day job. I'll say that.
Bro, there's gotta be more acting gigs out there for people like them, or something else in administration, or maybe annuity or something. Like
Tubi always hiring, bro.
Tubi is always hiring. Maybe, hey, look, hit up Tubi Movies. Get you a spinoff show, bro. It's probably gonna maybe work in your best favor. And if you go crazy, if you act the way you need to act, it don't matter what's going on. You gonna win. You gonna fucking win.
Tubi can make a movie about y'all going from the Bernie Mack show to doing OnlyFans. Tubi can make a movie about anything. Like, come on now.
I don't know how to respond to that.
You said what?
I don't know how to respond to
that. Just imagine like somebody's playing Bernie Mac in a Tubi movie, and his first word is like, "Who you with?"
Oh my gosh! Or imagine them having a spinoff of Life After the Bernie Mac show.
Oh my!
Going and following them and doing all that shit. All you gonna see is after Bernie Mac show, I got real in tune with my finances, but I do support my my cast that I was there with. I make sure that I donate to their causes. It's like, well, what's their causes? Yeah, facts. It's like, nigga, you ain't say the cause.
Let me stop.
Like, yeah.
I just say, hey, like you said, bro. Hey, make your money how you make your money. Just make your money how you make your money, man. I ain't here to judge nobody.
Absolutely. Well, I'm not gonna here to judge nobody. I'm gonna leave that up to that man upstairs.
But then again, you got to understand the consequences to your actions later on in the future.
Especially if you have kids, and that's gonna be for anybody that does that adult XXX stuff. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Understand, do what you gotta do for sure. I have my mistakes that I made in the past. I ain't never did no porno, but I've had my mistakes that I've done in the past. Like you know what I'm saying? Everybody's got their dirt, but my dirt ain't gonna be able to be dug up and showed to my kids' friends for them to say he got this pee up on this screen. I really don't feel like that is gonna be something. There he goes. I really don't feel like that's going to be something that their kids are going to be able to say proudly, hey, yo, my mom got this OnlyFans.
But it's different now, though, bro. It's different because, like, back in the day, if someone found out your parents did porn or anything like that, you're getting clowned for sure.
You're getting fucking clowned, bro.
For sure. You're getting humiliated. I think this, like, you know what I'm saying? Damn there, you think you want to off yourself. That's how bad it was.
You muted, Tanner.
Especially, bro, just remember back in high school when motherfuckers was getting exposed and how people were crashing out the day after at the school.
I remember those. I've had a girl run out of the school doing this shit. They had to catch her. They had to catch that girl. Ran out the door. Just, like, it gets serious. Bro, I don't.
Hold on, bro. That's not funny. That's not funny.
That's what I said. Don't you fucking laugh. That girl had to be chased down.
No, that's not funny, bro.
Nah,
that's wild.
You want to know what's funny? She ain't make it past the bus ramp. Them motherfuckers hawked her ass. Like I'm talking about. No, get back here. Woof, woof, woof. All you see is the girl go like this. And when she won't hurt. Like they caught her in the grass.
Okay.
But when I tell you they ran her ass down in 6 steps, she took she had a whole head start on the motherfuckers. Going down the bus ramp, hit the door. The door is shut in front of the administrator. That man broke in the open field, tackled her motherfucking ass. But he won't try to. You know what I'm saying? Like he won't try to. I ain't finna say no names, but he won't try to tackle him. But you know, when you grab somebody and they trying to flail and wail, you trip.
Yeah.
And he fell. You know, he fell to the side and she fell. I think she was good. But brother, best believe I was in class and with a view, and I laughed along with the rest of my white classmates and the rest of my black classmates. We came together that day and say, "Look, fuck racism. That's funny.
Hey, bro.
That's
it's like,
funny."
but you understand.
You muted, Tanner.
Well, welcome,
You're muted.
Welcome, Tanner.
Yeah, so you're muted, gang. We can't. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the mute button. We can't hear you.
I'm so sorry.
You
I
good.
did not know that.
Yeah, I say you good.
You
They
good,
say,
bro.
but
You good.
but y'all understand like how crazy it was back then. Like if someone got exposed, niggas were either gonna fight the next day of the person that exposed them,
Yo,
or like you know what I'm saying.
y'all just reminded me of some wicked ass shit, right? So this girl, I'm not gonna say her name, but yo,
If you do, I'll edit it out.
let's just all right. Her name was. So Shorty sent news to some dude in school, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Now, Shorty was like one of those goth, weird kids. Like, and this is nothing towards goth people. Like, I fuck with goth girls. I actually fuck with the style. But, you know, there's a difference between the kids that are goth and the goth weird kids. Like, the kids that might wear trench coats and bring something to school. You know what I mean?
That's exactly
Like,
what I was
yo,
thinking.
I fuck with you, my boy. Don't come to my, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
I'm homie with you.
So, Shorty basically came up to the nigga. Why you do that, right? Bro, on my sister grade, bro. On my sister grade. The nigga picked Shorty up by her legs, like in the most awkwardest way ever. It was like he gripped her legs this way, and then he grabbed her this way, lifted her up, her head touched the fucking ceiling, and he said, "Woo," and slammed this bitch through a school table. I'm not fucking around with you. One of the long gray junks that separate in the middle, he slammed this bitch through the table. Okay? This bitch she is fucking bleeding out of her head profusely. They are arresting the nigga. Like, the bitch is like, yo, they called the EMTs. The bitch is still there. Niggas leave the classroom. Like, they told everybody to leave the classroom. The teacher go in there. She said, where? She's like, where is, you know what I'm saying? Where is she at? Where's she at? Shorty done disappeared. Bitch got up, ran to the gymnasium, crawled underneath the bleachers, right? Nobody knows. So it just so happened they're kind of putting the school on lockdown at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because they gotta find
Nigga,
it.
Yeah, you gotta find that. What the fuck?
Nigga, Shorty was under the bleachers and shit. Guess where they put the students when they had this shit like on lockdown?
In the gym.
Gym. Nigga, they found the bitch underneath the stairs and shit, like underneath the gymnasium. Nigga, the bitch start fighting one of the teachers. Yeah. Like, cause she hiding and shit on some crazy shit. So the bitch start, like, she spit on the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I never forget, she spit on the nigga. She start kicking the nigga in the shins or some more shit. Yeah, that nigga snatched her ass up. And then she got arrested. Like, she would have just got off on some other shit. But because for whatever reason she did that. Like, I don't even know why niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, Shorty never came back to school, like, there ever again.
Yeah, no, she's done after that. Yeah, nigga, what? She's done after that. First of all,
yeah,
you had an out. That nigga fucked you up. No, excuse me. I'm sorry. That man did you dirt ball. You had an out.
Like a camera on that shit.
You think he grabbed her up by the legs?
Bruh, into a
grabbed
desk.
her like this and this. Like this. Like, he grabbed her from behind and he made sure, like, I think he had her shirt. Like, he made sure he had grips and he just like
some old school bully type shit. Like,
no, like some old school WWE type shit.
He's a weenie. I want to say that first.
Like, I'm like finisher move. Like, I'm talking about, nigga, you know, when the camera get gray, like when the shit go to black and white in slow motion, it's like yeah, one of them moments, like Def Jam fight for New York type shit. Like, that nigga fuck Shorty up. No bullshit.
Hey, I want to say this. I'm going to segue this. But what the? Knowing that's some cartoon shit, firstly. Tom and Jerry shit. Tom and Jerry shit. That's what that was. Because what the fuck? First, I'm upset with her. The fact that why would you run under the bleachers? You could have died.
First of all, she could have been left at school.
You could have slid this. You feel me? You could have slid out of school, went to a hospital, patient first, anything. You went under the bleachers and then fought a teacher.
I will say though. I don't know the fuck like Shorty, like, because bro had never, you know what I'm saying, talked about that shit after that shit had happened. Like it was on some like niggas like not like swept that shit under the rug, but you know, bro, niggas just didn't ask that nigga about that shit. Like, cause I forget what she said to that nigga, but she did say some shit that was like, you know, Shorty deserved to get her shit rocked. So it was like, you know,
I don't know,
like,
bro.
yeah, because this was back in them days when niggas, it was not tolerated to hit females. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I feel like nowadays niggas kind of, I don't know. It seems like
it's still not tolerable to hit a woman, bro. It's not tolerable.
But it's like I feel like there be certain groups of people who still feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't gonna lie to you, my bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga. The only person that I have ever had in my life that told me that it was okay to put their hands on a female was a teacher I had, and her name was Miss Major, right? And get this, she was in the military, and she said to me,
if a
woman feel like she man enough to square her up, then she must be man enough to square her up, like straight up, like. And I ain't gonna lie, I myself don't had a heart to beat a bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of shit that I can do and a lot of places I can take it, but hurting somebody that I know I'm gonna just be causing physical harm to is not something that that shit ain't peace.
Facts.
Run.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you, but
nigga, run.
I have a thing called a 3-hit limit.
She'll knock you out in one if you ain't careful. Run.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. 3 hits is too many.
You feel? You got
one. Fuck around with me.
You get
I got
one.
a feet rule. Like, nigga, don't come 3 feet within me. If you hit me, you started it up. Like, nigga,
ain't anything past this.
I was in first. I just shift the fifth.
No. The reason I say a 3 hit because like boom, a girl can hit you, be like boom, and she can be like, oh shit, I almost fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like 6 feet though, so you know you can take some shit like that. I'm 5'9", my boy. I'm 5'10" for real on a good day. So it's like, you know what I mean.
What if Angel Reese deck you 3 times, bro?
That woman hit shit,
you going to sleep?
Angel
Reese walk up to you and booker, you going to sleep. Angel Reese got one time to hit me before I realized, damn, shorty, you got a powerhouse. Let me back up. Like, imagine getting hit by Lizzo. Imagine getting, like, not even, and I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, imagine getting hit by a bigger female that's gonna pack a punch, and she actually like wobble your shit, like she glass your chin. You don't get up.
Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields.
It was two big girls that fought one day in middle school. Nigga, shorty rocked her ass. Shorty leaned back and hit her head on the wall so loud that shit sounded like a thunderbolt. Like, boom.
You said a thunderbolt?
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, real quick. I know that's not the topic, and we'll switch after this. But how loud were those fucking hallway fights?
Thunderbolt.
How loud are those fucking hallway fights, bro? You used to hear them shits all the way down the fucking hall, gang. It was like the hallway was made out of paper and pencils and paper clips.
God.
Like, goddamn.
Bro, speaking of that, bro, I remember it was like, I was just in class and I just heard a.
You in class?
Like,
what the hell?
Yeah, I'm like, the fuck is going on out there?
What is this? You just
Did I just see security running
past and the teacher try to run to the door before you can go out in the hallway? Like, nah, motherfucker, move. I want to see this. I've been waiting all day. It's been 6 periods, and you've been doing nothing but talking bullshit. Let me see what's going on here.
No, I do, and I do remember one. It was in the cafeteria. It was middle school. I forgot how it started, bro. I swear, I just looked up. and I just seen two people fighting. I just see like, they were squabbling, doing good squabbles. Next thing you know, the fight stopped. The dude looked at security and then he looked at like somewhere else and then he just took off running. Bro, when I tell you I was in tears, I was like, hey, yo, I had never seen that nigga run that fast in my life.
Hey, you hit a different gear when you see security after you. I've been chased by you guys know me. I've been chased by security before for trespassing on an accident.
I think we all have.
Yeah, I tried
Trespassing? How'd that work?
So basically, there was. I just wasn't paying attention. I was fucked up. So it wasn't really on accident. It was like I wasn't paying attention. I was being irresponsible. But
just negligibly?
Literally, yeah. Like I was like at a club and I was supposed to leave because they had just got to fighting. And so I'm not leaving at this point. I'm fucked up. I'm there for the let out. So I'm just waiting, loitering in the parking lot. The security came out and surrounded me and my car and was like, hey, we said y'all gotta go. Something happened. We can't stay here. The person that I'm with, I'm not gonna say no names, starts arguing with security. They start getting like lip boxing back and forth. They start coming forward. You know what I'm saying? They start walking forward in my company. Luckily, I'm not related to this person. Like, this is just a guy that I was with. Start walking towards the police. Like, you getting crazy. Like, it's 3:00 in the morning, mind you. So I'm fucked up. And this is in Norfolk, bro. We're at a club that's playing techno music and the security's coming to us. The person that I'm with gets bucked with security and they charge this nigga and I run. One of them niggas, I look back, all I hear is, hey! So, I'm just hauling ass. I run all the way back to the school, bro. You know how long it is to get from downtown Norfolk to the school. I ran all the way to the dorms. Left that motherfucker, bro.
First of all, bro. One, you're tripping. 3:00 in the morning, just standing out in a parking lot at a club in Norfolk.
I was
3
drunk.
a.m.
I was drunk. I was drunk.
And you won't even around people like you really knew for real. Anyway.
Nah, I won't. I was around some white folks. It was so fun.
Nah.
You was probably right by a Nicholas. You was probably right by a Nicholas.
Bro.
Ethan.
Was right on Kylie. Nigga tweaking.
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie on them streets, my boy.
No, you know what TCC is? You know what TCC is? Y'all know what TCC is? Like the main TCC building. You know where the Norva is?
Yeah.
There's a club, the club on that opposite side that's always closed. It opens at 3 a.m. I was there. So in the parking lot, I was across the street from campus. That's why.
Opens at 3 a.m.
Yeah, it opens at 3 a.m., bro. It's an after hours club.
What good is happening in the world at 3 a.m.?
None of it.
Honestly, what good is happening at 10 p.m.?
Bro, the shit that you see in that club, a white dude asked me to smack him as hard as I could in the face. And he was upset when I told him I wasn't going to do it. He was like, all right, bro.
He probably felt bad for slavery. That nigga said, man, bro, look, I deserve it.
No bullshit, bro. And I'm like, bro, I'm not finna do that. I thought about it. I was like,
wait. Was this around 2020 years? Because like this was 2020. Because around 2020, people was doing a lot of wild things.
Yeah,
for
bro.
Like no reason.
I don't want to say. Matter of fact, I'll bleep the name out. It was and two white girls. Me and left them bitches. We ran. And that was the first time me and this nigga was on court. And you know how much that nigga be getting niggas into shit. That was the one time, I promise you, he almost got us into a situation that worked out. But then it didn't.
What? How?
It didn't. Them two white dudes got to arguing with security. They charged them motherfuckers. And me and ran back home. I lie to you not, bro.
I'm glad you came out all right, gang.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Shut up.
I'm glad you came out all right.
Look, bro. The moral of the story: if two lovely women walk up to you in the middle of 2 a.m. after you get out of a club that you know you should go home after because it was a successful night,
I know they're working with the feds.
I wouldn't even say that. First, you follow them to their guest house. If the guests are crazy, you don't go no further. We followed them to those two white dudes' house because those white dudes tried to pick up on them. And me and Justin like, cool, bro, I don't care. We fucking with it. You can have them as long as we all party, right? We partying. They with us. They not trying to leave us, so if we leave, they gone. But y'all want them, so call it. You feel me? They invite us up. They give us tequila. They give us all types of crazy shit. Now, I'm not drinking all that shit because I don't know where the fuck y'all mouths been. And y'all could be doing some other shit. Then we go to the after hours club. Nothing but infidelity in that room.
Woo!
It was crazy, boy. Like, I'm talking about you see people wearing some wild shit at 3 o'clock in the morning. You see them doing some crazy shit, talking about wild shit.
On the bathroom?
Nigga, nah, not coke, but I did see somebody snorting some shit off the jump.
Crystal meth.
It's possibly. And you see a lot of people popping pills in there. Like, I'm talking about the amount of times you turn around and you see this. Or you look and people got shit on their tongue. It's like,
Well, I think LSD. I think you're always probably gonna see that at least in a club.
that was the one time I was like, you know what? Maybe
if you're doing LSD in the club, nigga, you are a brave soul.
A brave soul, gang. But he's right. They could be doing that.
I used to have a thing for LSD, bro. I used to have a thing for like LSD and motherfucking. I got my girl to give me a whole strip of acid on my 21st birthday. And it was crazy because we went to the plug house. Like, we had been arguing all day and some more shit. We go to the plug house. It's a Mexican nigga hop in the back of my car, right? Mind you, after this day, I never pulled into a shit. I always backed in.
I don't know why that was funny, but that was just hilarious.
Nigga, big Mexican nigga hop in. I fuck with Mexicans. I'm in no way dissing Mexicans. I fuck with all the Mexicans. No bullshit.
Facts.
Big ass Mexican nigga hop in the backseat. Nigga got two big ass Smith & Wessons, 40 cal in both pockets. Nigga said, you wanted the acid or you wanted the perks? I'm like, nigga, how could you confuse a play like this? It's like a $200 play right here. Like, and so I'm like, I wanted the acid. Bro, give us the whole strip of the acid. It was gel tabs, and you know what I'm saying? I go home, my girl take one, or actually it was like a couple of days later because we got it on the 20th, and then my birthday's on the 22nd, so it was a couple days later. My girl took one, I took two, and it was some shit called 2-MeO or something like that, and it was also laced with fentanyl. But like 2-MeO is like a synthetic LSD. It like mocks acid, but it won't. Like, I was delirious, hallucinating. Basically, I ended up having a seizure and almost died. Like, you know what I'm saying? I fucked my shit up. I basically chewed off like half of my tongue. That shit had to be like healed, and that shit took months. I got permanent injuries in my chest, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was fucked up, but, you know, and after that day, I never have taken acid since because, like, I don't know, but, like, somewhere in one of the hallucinations, I convinced myself that if I ever do it again, I'm going to die. And it's crazy because I have done it. Actually, I think I have done it since, because this girl gave me a tab, and I think I did, like, half and threw it away because I got, like, scared or something, like, made myself throw up. But, yeah, like, I had a thing for acid, man, so that thing happened.
I think the
younger days, man.
I think the closest I've ever got to even doing that was probably shrooms. I think in that room,
shrooms are
I don't think
fun.
They were doing acid. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they were doing acid in that room because if you did, it was so bright, so much shit going on. It looked like it could have been other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that.
Y'all niggas fighting for y'all lives.
Boy, what?
Y'all niggas fighting for y'all lives. Y'all niggas goddamn fighting for y'all lives doing them shits. Y'all was fighting for y'all damn lives.
Let's really.
But speaking of, speaking of fighting for our lives. But speaking of fighting for our lives, man, let's talk about these these not gladiators, Spartans. That's what they Spartans, not gladiators. They're Spartans.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
These Spartans. So listen, I looked up that Spartans were slaves. And they were usually they were people that were kidnapped, and so when a person like that is going through a situation, they don't really have too many relationships with their kids and stuff. So I think that them niggas were shitty dads, not on purpose, but they're like Goku. Every 5 seconds, they're getting killed.
Bro, you said like Goku. Goku is literally a top 5 worst dad imaginable.
He's the piece of shit.
He's literally the exact same. He's literally the exact same as a Spartan, but he's even worse. At least like, here's the thing with Spartans. Here's the reason why I say Spartans be bad dads, bro.
Mm-hmm.
First off, them niggas leave for war for I don't know how much long at all. I don't know for how long they be leaving for, but it be going for months to years. They be going off war, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they be like, and they before they leave off war, they be like, take care of our son. I'm like, the nigga gonna need you too.
Yeah, but does that make him a bad dad? You can't really blame him for that. He probably lagged out. You can't blame him for that. You gotta blame the people that's taking him to war. Like he at least saying, hey, look, raise my kid, you feel me? I can't be here to do it because I'm forced. Because you gotta remember, like a lot of them Spartans and gladiators and things, they were forced to do that or they were protecting their village. So like they kind of had you know what I'm saying? Goku was a piece of shit. He actively chose to not do that shit. They at least was like, look, I don't want to leave, but I got to go right now. I'll be back to hold you down if I don't get caught by something, which usually they do.
And the thing about that too is like when they
You caught the Trey Songz in there?
And the thing about that too is when the Spartans used to have kids, when the Spartans used to have kids and all that, motherfuckers just drop them in the middle of the forest or the coldest part of the earth to be like, hey, little nigga, survive. If you survive, hey, you a man now.
You a man. I'm saying.
But if you die, I'm gonna fuck your mama again. We just gonna create another one.
Hey.
I'm like, what? What?
That is crazy.
And like what? And the kid just be like, oh, okay, I bet. And the crazy.
But what can you do in that situation? But what can you do in that situation if your dad just go, hey, look, I'm about to leave you out in the world. Goku did that shit.
Nigga, bro, what? I'm running away. Nigga.
I mean, you might turn into Tarzan though. What happened if you turn to Tarzan? You get cool with all the animals and shit, you know? Or George the Jungle. You remember that nigga? George.
No, bro. If you go out, you have to kill something.
Yeah, go kill some shit.
Hands.
Go kill some shit. Turn it into a spear. You feel me?
Nigga, I'm running. Nigga, fuck that. Nigga, I'm running away. And the thing is, too, when the Spartans used to go leave for war and all that, and they come back, they be so shocked. They be so shocked to see they kids, you know, grown up and all that. They were like, oh my, he said, oh look, boy, you grown, ha, meat on your bones, beard, good boy, you're strong. I would have looked at him like, no shit, Dad. You've been gone for 5 years. I'm 26 now.
God damn it, Dad. I thought I told you to be back in a year and a half. You said you were going to be here for my 5th birthday. I'm 27. What are you doing? God damn it.
And the kid used to be so like, oh, Father, I've been waiting for you to get home. Like, nigga, no, you haven't. You got a whole wife and kid at home.
You've been worrying about your own shit. Yeah, you've been on your own. You've been on your own shit. Talk about something you waiting for your dad. You fucking liar. You don't waiting on your goddamn daddy. You don't even waiting on your fucking family. You knew you was out there fucking. Let's keep it a buck. You was out there fucking. You was getting.
My phone had died.
Nah, you good, bro. You good.
No. But cause like Spartans, and the thing is, Spartans should be like, hey, I'm the ruler of this bitch, bro. And they really used to be like, hey, I'm the ruler of this bitch. I can do whatever the fuck I want. No,
ruler of what? Nigga, ruler of what?
Support and gold coins.
Go talk to your kids.
What are y'all talking about, bro?
All right, Spartans or gladiators, good dads. We both agree that they're terrible fathers. I think that they're terrible fathers by accident. He thinks that they're terrible fathers just cause.
They talking about I have a code. I have to do this. Like, you don't.
I mean, but look.
Yeah, I feel like
people not even gonna know you was going.
But like, if the captain say you gotta go, you gotta go.
But actually, hold up. Weren't gladiators held against their will?
See? They were slaves. I'm telling you.
Like I'm gonna say, weren't they slaves? That's like kind of the equivalent to slaves back in the day being forced to fight, which they were.
We're not talking about slaves. We're not talking about slaves though.
But they were slaves though, Groove.
They were slaves
though. Are you talking about the people who were fighting slaves who were basically drugged and immobilized just to look good in front of the crowd? Are we talking about those gladiators?
Are we talking about
really
Spartans?
Warriors at all?
We're talking about Spartans, not gladiators.
No, we're talking about the people in the gladiator shit. Like, you know, the people like who look good. Like, yeah, they look good, but the people they were fighting weren't real warriors. They were slaves that had been drugged and had been already cut, and they were immobilized, and they were just for show. Like I thought we was talking about niggas who's really in the ring fighting. Like no, those are
Nah, we're not,
gladiators.
nah, we're not talking about them niggas are dead. We're talking about deadbeat dads. Yeah,
You're talking about
we're talking about deadbeat dads.
they're talking
Yeah,
about
them
Spartans that went to war.
Yeah,
Spartans,
them
Spartans that went to war.
you know the guys that was like, hey, look, I'm going to war and I'm leaving everybody behind. I don't care. And then they come back like they ruled the shit. Some of them, I think they didn't have to. I think that, look, like Tanner said, you know, you got.
Then they won't slave to no means then. If they have the choice, if they have the choice to do that, then they weren't slaves then. That they weren't gladiators though. They were Spartans.
I think that you got people that were protecting, but you got people that protect their hometown, right? This is my angle, right? So you got people that protecting their hometown, like they've been doing that. If a threat come, you gotta save your folks. So it's not like you just like, hey, bro, fuck them kids.
No limit soldiers go save them.
What if
trying to die?
What if you one of them soldiers? What if you like one of the only men in the village, or what if you one of the only men in the camp, and you gotta step out like that's your wife and kid at home, and you like, hey, look, baby girl, watch my baby. Make sure that y'all good. I'm gonna leave y'all with my shillings and shit.
But see though, all right though, like y'all gonna just hear me out. Y'all gonna think what I'm about to say is some crazy shit.
Let me hear it.
So if y'all didn't know, frogs, male frogs, through a certain life and through a certain point in their life, some male frogs will turn into female frogs, and they will reproduce with male frogs. Now you might be thinking, that's gay, but they don't look at it like that because that's just their life. Now, when you're a Spartan and you're a warrior and you've been since birth, you've been fighting and killing and doing all of this, and this is just a part of your culture, and it's not nothing. Is you know what I'm saying? Like when you leave, that in your mind, you're not a deadbeat. You're just doing what you think is the honorable thing to do. I'm supposed to leave and fight for my family. I'm supposed to support my country and protect. That's my duty and role as a man. Anything outside of that is a weakness.
Wow.
And that's how they looked at it back then.
Ooh.
Like that's how their culture was. So if that's what your culture is,
wow.
Like, if you're brought up thinking how people in the 1900s, like early 1910s and shit, were just born racist. They could have been great people. And I know some old people that are in their 90s that are genuinely nice people. But that's how they were raised, and that's how they look at the world. They might not look at the world like that now because they understand the faults and what they were taught. But that doesn't mean that they didn't think their whole lives that that's how the world should be.
Wow. Ooh. Talk about it, Tanner.
This nigga went from a male frog to becoming a woman frog to being procreate. Nigga, what?
He brought it home. It's the mindset. That's what we kicking, baby. Listen, you not listening.
Bro, look, I'm speaking. When I talk, I play chess, baby. You got to keep up. I'm 30 moves ahead, bro. This
nigga said male frog turned into a woman frog and procreate.
But
nigga, what?
But you gotta think. You gotta think of the point. You gotta think of the point because it don't seem weird to them. Just like I'm saying, as a gladiator, the mindset or a Spartan. Let's say Spartan. Let's stop saying gladiator. Gladiators were slaves. As the Spartan, that's your mindset. Hey, I gotta protect my village, bro. It don't matter what's going on. I'm gonna grab my shield and my spear. Hoocha kaka, hoocha chacha. You feel me? I'm tossing that bitch. Listen. I know what I said. Don't you say shit.
The reason the point that I made about the frog was I wanted to take an idea that was so far out and it was so hard to conceive in your mind that something that's easy, like what we're talking about, like the gladiators, that is kind of understandably, reasonably with a benefit of the doubt. I just wanted to take it so much further that when I did bring it home, felt like it would make a lot more sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know,
you lost that nigga at Frog. Lost that nigga at Frog.
I feel like that.
I was like, he immediately lost me at Frog. I'm like, nigga, what? I was like, nigga, what?
I get you, Tanner. You feel me? I get you. We
like the more y'all explain it, I get it now. But like, this nigga just threw me off. I was like, nigga, Frog.
Nah, I get it.
Nigga, what? This not a Disney movie?
Nah. Before, all right.
But I get it now. I get it though. You making sense though. Making sense though. I get it.
So, case in point, I think that Spartans are probably not deadbeat dads. They just doing what they gotta do. Eli thinks they should run.
You said what?
Eli thinks they should run. I mean, if
No,
they.
no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
What are you saying, damn it?
I'm not saying they should. I'm not saying they should run. I'm just saying it's got to come to a point where you got to put family first instead of business. Sometimes niggas don't gotta die all the time. You ain't gotta go to war every 3 days out the month.
But what if
You
they
ain't gotta
attack?
do that.
What if they attacking you, my nigga? All right, sorry. I didn't mean to start another segue. I apologize.
About to say, like, hey, sometimes 3 days, sometimes you ain't gotta fight, every 3 days out the month. Like, you ain't gotta do that, man. Your wife needs, sometimes your wife need help with the breastfeeding. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the wife need help with the little burpees. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your wife need help, changing the pants. Well, they didn't have Pampers back then. They had they had silk sheets.
They had carpets.
That's what the fuck they look like. They put them.
Yeah, they look like they just put on carpets. Had them niggas out there
Yeah,
booty.
they put on silk sheets on the baby.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? But it look comfortable though.
They probably smell terrible. Ugh.
And then and that too. Help your wife with the hygiene.
Ugh.
And she gonna help you with yours too, cause I know you dirty as hell fighting that mud,
getting
bro. Blood and all that stuff. Yeah, come on, brother. There's a lot of key pieces that these Spartans can do to be great dads. You know what I'm saying? Instead of coming home every 10 years or so, seeing your son or your daughter, every 10 years, be like, hey, yo, you know what?
These niggas.
I see you growing, my nigga.
I
see you growing,
bro.
I see you growing, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you know what I'm saying? And people should, you know what I'm saying? If you want to fight the war, save your peoples and all that, do that. But a nigga like me, if I got a kid at home, bro, like, yeah, bro, I retire. Hey, yo, General, fought you, my nigga, the long way, but nah, bro. I ain't gonna die just for your satisfaction, nah.
But that's because you
make this a closing point because we gotta move on.
Oh well, yeah.
Everybody say yeah. All right, so last thing we gonna rate these TV shows, bro. 2000s, early 2000s. We gonna rate these fuckers. But we're gonna do S tier, C tier, F tier. We're just gonna keep it on 3. S top tier shit, C mid, and then F trash. So I'm thinking we grew up Disney Channel, grew up Nickelodeon, grew up Cartoon Network, right?
I'm more of a Cartoon Network, the Nickelodeon man.
Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. What about you, Tanner?
I'm more of a Nickelodeon. I love Disney, but I would have to say Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon myself. But damn, I love Disney, bro.
Okay.
Disney had I say early 2000s. Disney had more TV show hits. When it got in the later years, they had more movie hits.
Yeah.
Disney XD, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon.
I like the Disney Channel spinoffs. The mini channels they always kept. Them hoes were hard. XD was fire. Like they had Kick Butowski.
Yo, Zeke and Luther.
Bro, Kick Butowski was legendary, man.
Kick Butowski was legendary.
So we can put that in the ST already.
You feel me? All right, so I bet. Let's start Disney Channel. Let's start Disney Channel, and we're gonna rate Disney Channel shows. Let me get shouts out to Chat GPT, baby.
Shouts out Chat GPT. You know what I'm saying?
So let's start with Disney Channel TV shows. I spelled shows as shoes.
Shows the shoes. It's all good. You already know. You know how we moving, baby. We keep shit pushing like a grandma's cushion.
That nigga Tanner look like a low budget Corbin Blue.
Don't start with me today. I'm on one.
Kick it, push it to the limit.
Cause we're in it to win it. Now, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit was gas. I don't care what nobody say. Corbin Blue was the best. Freaking.
Nah, he lost a couple cool points with me after that bullshit I seen.
What bullshit? What'd he do?
Bro, when he did that, you remember that Disney clip where he was like, he said, is being black trash or something? He was like, he said, nah, it's whack. It's nothing like that. It was like,
what the fuck? What?
He said it's something about it was talking about racism. It was talking about racism.
That is fucking.
He wasn't saying like
crazy.
he wasn't saying like black is trash. He was saying something else. It was something like
Let's
to the topic, but
let's get that 100% before we mess around and have to snap his neck.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga, that shit, you can see that shit in my face, like nigga, just.
No, but he's
nigga over there smelled the fart.
My fault,
Hold
Corey.
on.
My fault,
Hold
Corey.
on.
You ain't say that, but
Hold on.
I say like, but you say
Tanner.
something was whack.
Tanner. Oh, never mind. She's out the curtains. I'm about to say Star was definitely in the curtains.
She cool.
Everybody say what's good to Star. Everybody say what's good to Star.
My little baby boobers. My little baby boobers.
All right.
You a star? You want to be a star? Come here. I know you want to be a star. She want to be a star.
All right. It loaded the list. All right, we ready?
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, so
Disney, Kick Witowski.
So I'm about to go in order. We're going random.
All right.
So boom. First up, Even Stevens.
Ooh, S tier.
S tier for sure.
Even Stevens was like that. Even Stevens was like that. Come on now.
We'll throw it in us because it was like that.
All right, now you want me to do the list or you got the list?
You can do the list, bro.
I got you. Give me like 5 seconds.
Are you good?
S C.
Matter of fact, I can do it. You did it last time, Jay. I'll do it if you want. I got a pen and paper right here.
I would say, yeah, if you can. Well, I already started writing this, so you actually, yeah, you good. C tier. C.
About to say Even Stevens. Even Stevens. Okay, Jay starting off strong with the Kick Witowski and the Even Stevens.
Listen, like, all right, we're gonna automatically. You said Kick Witowski's S tier, right?
For sure.
Of course.
We're gonna automatically put that up there because
that
nigga Kick Witowski was doing some cool shit every episode, bro. You can't beat that.
Bro, I was literally every morning I woke up from school, bro. I literally turned on an episode before I left the crib.
You feel me? The one show.
That's how elite he was.
The one show that I can remember every time that shit got turned on, I stopped and paid attention. I literally didn't matter what I was doing. I stopped and paid attention to that shit.
And it came on at the same time, 6 a.m.
Bruh. All right. All right, so Kick Witowski, Even Steven, I think was so fucking good, especially in the earlier Jones when he was younger. I'm cool. A ring-a-ding-a-ling. Went over y'all heads. I'm sorry. All right. Lizzie McGuire.
Yes. Come on now. That's a classic.
My nigga Eli! I thought I was going to be the only one when she came out as a cartoon. That's the narrator, nigga.
Classic. Lizzie McGuire, bro.
Talk about it.
Classic.
Man.
Come on now.
Tanner, I know it's 2v1, but what you think, gang? I got to hear you.
I said S tier. I said S tier. C tier.
See, I saw your face. But then, like, I was like, I don't know if it's good or bad. Damn. Y'all got taste. Y'all, brothers. Y'all are cultured. Y'all are cultured. Y'all are Negroes. Y'all are brothers. Y'all are kings.
Well, thank you.
Oh, that's a Raven.
B tier.
Oh,
what?
What? I gotta hear it.
No, I'm probably gonna let you.
I'm about to say, nigga. I'm about to say, brother. That was probably one of the best shows on Disney Channel.
You can see into the future.
Well, that's questionable. That was top 10.
No. Raven Simone carried Disney Channel.
No. You're forgetting about a lot of shows.
She carried a lot, gang.
I'm younger than you. You're forgetting about a lot of shows.
She carried Disney Channel.
I'm gonna say it like this. Raven had the longest standing run on Disney Channel. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna say we didn't even get to the movies yet, bro. When she wasn't in Cheetah Girls, who was watching that shit?
We ain't never gonna get to the movies. Let's go.
You're right. All right. So this one might be a little dated for me. Phil of the Future.
Oh, S tier.
Damn, early.
What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, that might be a little dated. That's from like the early 2000s, like 04, 06.
S tier, bro. Phil of the future, bro. What I wanted to be like Phil.
Of the future. He's a 22nd century man.
Come on, bro. Bro,
That
that's
nigga
one thing.
remember that shit.
That's one thing I can say about these new the old shows, bro. They don't have the intro hits like they do back
Bro,
then.
they don't, bro. That's so
Back then,
Raven.
they was making bops.
Boy.
Them jingle makers was making bops.
They
Next show.
All right, so Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, S tier. Come on now.
Come on now.
Yes.
Come on now. All of them.
All of them motherfuckers. Sweet Life.
Deck. Come on now. Honestly, to me, it's a crazy take, but Sweet Life on Deck is low key. Low key. Nah, I ain't gonna say. I'm sure I was about to say it's gonna be a little bit better than Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, but nah.
I don't disagree with that. Like I won't combat you on that because On Deck was literally like them going through the teenage years stuff. So it was way more stuff they could do, more storylines they can get into, a way deeper romance level. Like they was really in a bag on that shit. And them twins.
It was like bro. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody versus Sweet Life on Deck was like Naruto versus Naruto Shippuden. They were both in their own lane, bro. It was kind of like they were the same, but they were so different. It was just so hard to compare.
Literally, bro. And that's what make them so good because it's like you at the point where you're like, well, I can't compare them. They're both just at their own staircase. Just
bro.
And the Sweet Life movie too, bro. What fire?
Oh,
fucking fire, boy. They was cooking.
Bro, the Zeke and Luther movie was fire.
That
bro.
also.
Zeke and
Luther. Nigga, Zeke and Luther. Wait, are they on this list? 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 Are they on this list?
Then the fuck chat people. If they not
on the list, we gonna add it to the list.
Yeah, we gonna add it. We gonna add it to the list. They not on the list.
Zeke and Luther is triple S tier. So Zeke and Luther quadruple S tier, nigga. Like that shit was one of my favorite shows.
Boy, that shit was
Zeke and
so
Luther
good.
was that shit, boy. Matter of fact, after we get off this podcast, I'm gonna make some blueberry waffles. Shouts out to Luther Waffles. On God, realest nigga on the earth.
Boy.
Then we had that nigga Cookie that was from NAS classified, declassified schools, survival guide. Oh my God, bro! Don't even let me get me started,
bro.
Like,
that show was chef's kiss, bro. I don't care what nobody says. All right. So I'm moving on. Let me get back to my list. Hannah Montana.
You just look at my face. I already know my answer.
The S tier is not gonna have any space.
My boy.
Bro, you picking all the elite shows for real.
They came out first.
Number one.
Yeah, but I say, bro, you're picking shows that automatically know niggas are going to agree to.
This is what ChatGPT fed me, gang. I picked the early comedies.
Hannah Montana on my shit.
All right.
I say,
all right, we moving down. Corey in the House.
Bet you would.
C tier. I'm gonna be honest.
Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I understand why Jalen is saying that. Though.
The bar was set so high with That's So Raven. Like, don't get me wrong, it was great, bro. It was a good show, but That's So Raven was like fire. And for that to be the spinoff of That's So Raven, to still have the dad and the son, and them two, there were some episodes that
I think Corey in the House deserve at least a B.
That is it's a B.
I got SCF. I say it's a C. I'm going hard stomp C. There's good mid. There's good mid. This could be upper tier mid.
I mean, we got to. We can. Why don't we have D?
Because last time we only had like four categories, so I just kept it 3. Really good, mid, ass.
So SC and F, damn.
Yeah, but
I felt like it's not mid though.
I think it's upper mid. Mid ain't bad, good. Bro. Mid ain't bad. I'm gonna say mid ain't bad.
Mid is bad. That's
nah. Mid. Sometimes mid ain't bad, bro. There's upper mid. Like sometimes there's like this is pretty decent. This is pretty good. But then there's great. Like That's So Raven is great.
So you smoking?
I understand why Jalen said that.
Hey, yo, Groove, when the last time you smoked some good mid?
Or when's the last time you smoked some good lows? Not good mid, some good lows.
Nah, nigga. When the last time you smoked
Because
some
that's
good
what Corey
mid?
in the House is. Corey in the House is a
When the
good
last
low.
time you smoked some good mid?
Some bottom shelf
Probably
liquor.
when I started, probably
Smoke
when I
some good
started,
mid.
probably when I first started.
Bro, I'm
That was
telling
literally the
you.
last time.
So if a nigga walked up to you with some good mid, is that some eye weed or that shit mid?
Some eye weed.
I'm not even going to test it.
Some eye
Is
weed.
it why? Cause why?
Because it's upper mid. But upper mid,
Yeah.
but you're thinking just like shitty mid. Like I've literally walked up to a person that grows
man,
weed
shitty.
and he literally said, "These are my lows. This would be my mid." And the shit was gas. But his highs, bro.
But that doesn't.
But his
You
highs
gotta understand.
was
That's not
pressure.
low.
You gotta understand though. That
Because
nigga
low, and then
that's his lows. That doesn't mean that it's lows. That's just probably the lowest quality shit that he grows.
Disney
He might be
Channel,
smoking
Yeah.
some fucking
Disney
High Times
Channel,
magazine shit.
Disney Channel is what?
Damn, let's not get off.
Disney, but no. Before you leave that, Disney Channel is what?
Let's just call it.
Disney Channel.
C.
Let's. But I want to your point. Disney Channel is like Backpack Boys. You know that their lows are like, they still good, but their mids are
mid,
fire.
Though.
But their gas is crazy.
How is mid?
Backpack Boys is mid all the way around.
You're tripping.
When the hell did
you haven't had
become
authentic
better
Backpack
than,
Boys then?
Man, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Backpack Boys is sprayed. So, Backpack Boys is spray pack.
Yeah, let's say Backpack Boys is mid.
No, I'm saying like it's spray, like so it's not like y'all know what spray is, right?
Spray weed.
Yeah, it's so it's not like authentic, like this is how it came off the plant type shit. That's what I was saying.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been there a few times.
We're gonna throw that shit in the C category, and what's the next show?
C in the house. The next is Wizards of Waverly Place. That's my goat.
S tier. No, I will fight any nigga who got anything to say. I put it on my soul, nigga.
I give it an S tier, but I'm taking it down a couple notches only because.
Don't you say
just
it?
the character, just because of the character development of that show.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
What?
Okay. Wait. What character? Because if you talk about who I'm thinking, you talk about what character?
It was the older brothers. It was the older brothers and the sisters. It was actually both characters. Their character development. They
older brother, younger brother, and then dad, and then the sister.
So you think
that character?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. That character. Go ahead. That character. What? Go ahead.
I say yeah, because the older brother, for real, he really could have been elite. Honestly, from the start, like honestly, by the second season,
he
literally
technically was.
No, he wasn't.
But
because honestly, because
he could do the best magic. What do you mean?
I think the plot armor held him back. I get what you're saying, Eli, which is why I said I don't disagree with what you're saying. I feel like he could have did way more, and he could have had that much more power. But the plot and the development and the world building kind of held him back. Like he was probably one of the more. You know what I'm saying?
I could definitely see that. I
can agree with that.
Because remember at one point he was definitely supposed to be like the next best wizard, like
yeah,
like boom on top of that, but then
like, the way the plot armor hold that nigga in the Wizards of Waverly Place movie though was crazy.
You fucking wild.
That pissed me off, bro. I swear that pissed me off.
Me too. Like I ain't gonna lie, I don't give a fuck if the show was about old girl. Nigga, the way they did that nigga was just like, bro, what are we talking about?
Come on, bro.
What are we talking about?
I'm like, I was like, so y'all made him do all that training, all that
studying
all that
and
stuff.
being a good nigga for all that goofy shit. That nigga
just for her to get it.
And I get that she's the main character, but nah, she should have
Max
lost,
was
bro.
a real nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Shouts out to Max. He was a real nigga. Off the strength.
OD.
Oh God.
And they got a spinoff. Apparently, he took over the Pop's business and he doing well. I'm probably not gonna watch that shit, but hey, all right. So I'm gonna move down because all of these. Oh, I don't know what this is. As the bell rings.
If you think about it, bro. But before we move on, if you think about it, the older brother was Gohan. If you think about it.
Yeah. No, yeah, no bullshit. The older brother was definitely fucking Gohan. And fucking
But like he
Selena
had
was
all the tools to
Vegeta.
be the best of the best. But
The best of the best. Oh.
like he really had the tools to really be like one of the greatest, like the greatest wizard. But then plot armor messed up his story.
Yep. He was a fairy. Sorry. All right. Sonny with a chance.
B.
I'm about to say I wouldn't be mad at a C tier or C to B tier for this.
Yeah, C to B
Fuck
tier.
it,
I say
we'll
7%.
we'll throw it then. We'll fuck it, then we'll throw it in that. I guess I'll compromise with y'all goofy ass niggas.
Now I'm not saying that shit won't good, but
Yeah. I wouldn't put it on high on my list.
I'm not putting it up there. I'm not putting it up there with Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven, or the Sweet
Oh
Lives.
God, no.
Neither of them. That's my S tier. Those are my goats. What about Jonas?
Like the Jonas Brothers show?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was good, bro. That
F tier.
that
It's a B. I give it a B.
It's an F.
You give it an F? I'm not
Yeah.
mad at you for that. I thought it was good. I'll give it a C. Solid.
I give it a B.
C. You said you give it like a D?
I say I give it a B or a C.
B or C? Yeah.
Cause I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
You feel me? Like it won't really as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It was actually really good plot points. They had some really good character development, and they had a leading lady that was a nice glass of milk. Okay, here comes the animated Jones, right? So now we got the Weekenders. Did I date y'all with that one?
The Weekenders. Tell me what that show was about.
I forgot myself because I saw Proud Family. Let's skip down to Proud Family.
S. No debate.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, that's tier. I don't even brush spoke for all of us.
Kim Possible. Fuck.
S tier. No debate.
So what's the stitch? Hey, let's talk about the fact real quick before we move past. Let's talk about the best comeback story of the whole animated series. This nigga Ryan was in the friend zone and came out the friend zone. Walked out the friend zone and said, "I'm here, shorty. This is me. You belong with me." It got the kiss at the end. It became the NFL. Became the football captain.
I was so proud of
What?
my dog, Ron, bro. I was like, yes, sir, Ron.
Let's go, Ron. Let's go. Come on, Ron. All right, I'm sorry.
And I ain't like how Kim tried to play my boy. In the
You know what I'm
beginning.
saying?
She knew she liked him. She knew she liked him.
She knew, bro. I'm over here sweating. That shit just that damn show
She
gave me
liked him.
that show gave me the confidence to talk to anybody. It don't matter if you're in the friend zone or what.
Bro,
You can jump out that bitch if you do it right.
I think because won't he dating somebody at first?
Yep.
Won't he dating somebody at a point in time?
Yep.
Kim got a little upset. She got a little hurt.
Mm-hmm. And then when she started to realize, like, okay, I really fuck with him, she started to really like give him that motion, and that nigga picked up. That boy said, "Oh, I've been waiting on this." Word. They walked into that dance. I knew it was over.
Bro, no cap though. He could have had Shigo as well. He could have had Shigo. He could have had Shigo.
He could have, and I wouldn't have been mad at him for taking Shigo. I don't think anybody would have been mad. I don't think any
was fine.
Boy, Shigo was that. First of all, they be making women like Shigo, Kim Possible, being built like that, and don't understand why we don't like the women we like. Like, come on, bro.
Come on now. Come on, Shigo. If I say Shigo was from New York.
Shigo was
know
his
that for
sister.
sure.
Shigo was his sister.
She was from New York. She was from BK, from the trenches.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That was all I had to say on that one. Lilo and Stitch.
S tier. No, wait.
I was gonna say the movie was way better than the TV show. Solid.
Yeah, I say B.
Solid
B tier.
C. I'm leaning towards C. What you think?
B tier.
What you got? What you think, Tanner?
Shit, man. What was the show?
Lilo and Stitch.
S tier. But what was y'all saying?
With an S? You said S? Ooh. Wait.
Yeah,
I say B. I say B
tier.
tier for me.
I said C tier, leaning towards D. I think the movie was way better. Like the movies
Yeah,
are
the movies were
way better.
definitely way better. The movies were definitely way better.
They set the bar high with the movies, bro. Ohana means family.
But I did, but I did like the concept in the show where they were collecting all the aliens, and at like they did like one final movie at the end where Stitch was like, "All right, gotta retire now." So that was basically their goodbye. Like, hey, I fuck with that. I actually fuck with that.
I can respect that. So I think both of y'all,
Why y'all niggas ain't tell me to fix my camera? That shit over here just looking at this part of my face. I don't
My
even
fault,
know.
Focus Blue.
Bruh. I grew.
All right. Let me see. Dave the Barbarian. Y'all know about that one?
Ooh, I love that show. I love that show.
That
But
shit
in
sounds
reality,
familiar,
I
but I
cannot
can't
put it in
remember.
the S tier. I put it in B tier.
I think I'll put it in B tier too if I can remember it. I can't really remember that joke either.
He's the barbarian.
Oh. Yeah. Dave the Barbarian. Yeah. No, that's
He said,
solid.
I'm
Yeah.
not a monkey.
Yeah, I remember that joke. C tier. Dave the B. Dave the bitch. Sorry.
That's how he was acting in the show, for real, bro.
Like a fucking weenie, bro. I know this one right here is gonna be converse. I can't think of the damn word. Yeah,
Controversial?
Brandy. Controversial. Thank you. Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. S tier.
S. First of all, I like the realness of the show because it was a bunny in a jail jumpsuit.
That nigga was an
How
idiot.
did a bunny get in a jail jumpsuit?
That nigga was an idiot, bro. That's why I love that show. That nigga was a complete buffoon. That nigga was a fucking dummy, bro. Like, and then you had the prissy, and then you had Sharpay, if I'm not mistaken, who voiced the girl.
Yep.
Like that shit was top tier. I'm sorry. What was that? B and Mr. Whiskers. Damn, our S tier is fucking filled up. All right, I'm gonna add.
Yeah, we can just agree. Like Disney has had a lot of elite early shows. I was about to say, Ant Farm.
This is not even on the list.
Ant Farm's not on the list.
I'm about to say, yeah, Ant Farm is not even on his damn list. I forgot all about that damn show. That shit was top tier too. And
Until they switch schools.
I didn't see it that far. Good Luck Charlie. I like that show too. Good Luck Charlie was a good one, and they had a good movie. Good Luck Charlie.
Oh yeah, no, Good Luck Charlie was good. Yeah, Good Luck Charlie was pretty fire.
fire.
Yeah, I say S tier too.
Damn, we got okay.
Yo, Good Luck Charlie was so old. That's crazy, bro.
I'm saying that just tells you how dated we are. Like, think of all right. The show Even Steven was from the 2000s. We haven't even broke 2010 yet, bro. We have not broke 2010 yet.
2010s was trash though.
I think that's exactly where it stops. All right, hold on, wait, all right. So we got Jake Long, American Dragon.
S tier.
S tier.
I don't know if y'all. I don't know the show, but The Buzz on Maggie.
It's a B. I like the show. It was a B tier.
I don't remember that show.
Me neither. So we're gonna take your word for it, Groove.
It's a B tier.
We got The Emperor's New School.
S tier. Come on now.
That shit was good, boy. Oh my gosh. That just lets you know that everything in our generation when we were growing up was way better, boy. Like this list is not getting any worse. Like The Replacements is probably that's probably the worst one on this list.
I love The Replacements.
And as I'm saying, The Replacements was a still solid upper tier mid.
Yeah, I love The Replacement, bro. You know how, bro. I asked my grandmother 24/7, like, hey grandma, like, hey, can I get the magazine? I'm thinking, I'm trying to buy that phone that was in there.
Yeah, I remember the one time. I remember the one time I looked for that phone too, thinking I could find that shit, and you just be disappointed looking in all these magazines and seeing bullshit. Just like, I don't care who Madonna's dating. Where's the phone? I'm trying to replace some teachers. I want a candy store teacher as my teacher so I could get some candy or something, bro. Like, these niggas in here making me mad. Oh my gosh. And the last one is Phineas and Ferb. Obviously, that's an S tier. Obviously. That's probably one of the best shows. That's probably one of the best shows on this fucking animated list that Disney Channel has ever come up with. They had the. Now, I want to ask y'all a question. Out of what we've come up with for a list, because a lot of these S tiers are solid. If we had to take the list that we got on S tier and we picked one, we held one to introduce to somebody, and then we canceled one. Like we're running it, and we're putting this out there today. The other one we're holding to get reviews, and the last one we're just cutting.
I say to get reviews, That's So Raven, just cause like off the impact of like what it did for everybody, for real, for just the impact alone, it was crazy. For and the cut, I say The Replacements, just because not a lot of people remember that show.
So what you putting on? What you putting on? You never heard of Replacements?
No.
I think
that's exactly why I would cut it.
I'm gonna say I think you would like it. It's actually pretty quirky. So what's being played now? What's being played now then? Because you didn't do the joint that's played now.
Yes, I did.
Which one did you do for reviews? You said That's So Raven.
Yeah.
Then what are you gonna play on your show now? Because I got the one that's canceled, and you got the one that you're gonna build reviews for. Like,
what I would play now?
Yeah. What's your main event? Like when you bring people to your show, like That's So Raven's gonna let people know that you got the network. What's your main show? Like this is the show this is our best show right here.
All right, go down the list that we said again.
All right. So out of the S tier list, Kick Buttowski, Even Steven, Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven, Phil of the Future, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, On Deck, and no, I said it right. Zeke and Luther, Hannah Montana. Give me a second. Wizards of Waverly Place. Damn. I started running out of space, so I put Proud Family, Kim Possible. I said that wrong.
Kim Possible.
And American Dragon, Emperor's New Groove, and there was another one.
I say Kim Possible.
Kim Possible. That's gonna be a main show for real?
Yeah.
Shit. All right. Let me get y'all with the heat right here. So the show that's gonna be the one that I'm gonna go with the one that I'm gonna cut first, right? First show I'm gonna cut is probably gonna be where's that shit at? Hold on. It's probably gonna be Emperor's New Groove. I'm gonna cut that joint. I'm gonna cut that joint. I'm gonna bring people to my actual like show, my joint, with Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, right? Actually, scratch that. Sweet Life on Deck. I'm gonna bring them there with that. Introduce them to a little bit older, and then my golden show. That's So Raven. Easy. Golden show. My main attraction. That's So Raven. Because as soon as you hear the dun 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 dun, you can see into the future. I got you, bitch. I got you.
What did you say you was gonna cut again?
Kick Buttowski. No cut. I'm not gonna bring no cartoons on. I'm not gonna bring no cartoons on. So everything else, I think that everything else outside of like Kim Possible, I think could fit in my frame of like how I would have my station running. You feel me? That's So Raven, Phil of the Future, Sweet Life on Deck, Zach and Cody, Even Stevens. These are all like in the mix. These could be just like shows that are added later, but the ones that are getting deleted or getting removed are the ones that are super cartoonish and not as translatable over to the older generation. I want generational shit. And that's probably crazy. I just said that. Tana,
You'll kick Witkowski, but you won't kick the replacements. That's insane.
The replacements, I
That's
think
insane.
the replacements, in my opinion, if done like if repackaged correctly, would be a pretty decent segue.
You can say the same thing for Kick Witkowski, bro. But Kick Witkowski be even better.
I don't disagree with you, but I think by the way that I have the way that I would have the shows, I'm about to say the way that I would have the shows lined up, I would have the replacements go into some older content because I know for a fact they're gonna lose that phone. You got to grow up someday. Once you do that, now you're on Sweet Life on Deck. Now we in the real world with it. Now we going through adult shit. Now we're going through teenage to adult shit. And then we're in That's So Raven. Now we in high school with it. We in the epitome of shit. Now we're literally in this shit because we're still a children's show.
My boy said we're literally in this shit.
We're in this shit right now. Like this is the struggle. And I'm black. So this is the black struggle.
That nigga hilarious.
I honestly, matter of fact, I'll say this. I'm gonna ask you one last thing and we can close with this. Tana and Eli. I'm gonna give you 3 random jumps off this list. Kill one, you gotta get rid of one, you gotta hold one, and you gotta play one now. That's so Raven, Sweet Life on Deck, and Zeke and Luther. Got his ass! Got his ass! Yeah! Got his ass!
Yeah, Groove.
Say the names again.
So, I got That's So Raven, Sweet Life on Deck, and Zeke and Luther.
That's So Raven, Sweet Life on Deck, and Zeke and Luther. Cut. Easy.
You cutting Zeke and Luther that fast?
Yes, easy.
All right, so I'm cutting That's So Raven. I'm watching Zeke and Luther now, and I'm holding Sweet Life on Deck.
Shit.
I'm just going off it. I'm basing mine off of impact, bro. Like the impact it had. That's what I'm doing off of.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If we doing like that, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. For me, it would be That's So Raven as my play now, Sweet Life on Deck as my backup, because I went through a lot of relationship shit that they went through, and then it's Zeke and Luther.
I said I'm going off impact. That's me.
No. I agree. I would go off impact too. Like the shows that had the most impact on the situation that I went through.
Hey, yo.
Oh, he about to strip.
Yeah.
That boy about to strip.
Hey, what the yo?
Uh-oh.
Bro. Fuck was that, man?
You know when something fall from the ceiling, they be touching your back and you gotta.
Hell no, cuz. What the fuck was that, bro? I thought it was Star tickling my neck or something, bro. Then I felt back there, she wasn't there. What the fuck, cuz? Fuck on my shit, man. My bad, y'all.
That nigga said.
No, we making sure you all right.
Facts. Nigga saw.
I'm good. I'm
nigga saw
trying to check my
centipede.
bed and shit. I'm taking off my motherfucking
Nigga got like
shit.
you seen a ghost.
Boy saw a
Shaking
centipede
my
out there.
shit off.
Nigga said,
No, nigga, like a spider, nigga. It was a spider.
Oh
Matter of
fuck
fact,
no.
Nigga, it was when I was in the truck, bro. It was a fucking spider on my goddamn crawling on me, and I thought it was like a mosquito or something. I tried to smack that nigga off. It was a goddamn spider. Trying to make sure that nigga ain't in my fucking hair.
Nigga made it. Nah, I ain't gonna say
Fuck.
that. I am not gonna say
this
that.
nigga Jay said this nigga made a mess in your hair.
Shut up! Shut up!
Hey, yo, bro, Jay, shut the fuck up, bro. Don't play like that.
I say, shut up! I won't go say it.
Right
I won't go say that,
I'll
bro.
cut this shit right now.
Nah, bro.
This shit a go.
Just put it in braids.
Hey, yo, Groove. You know I ain't got my hair cut since I was 20 years old. It's been 5 years since I got a haircut.
Gosh. All right.
Nigga, I ain't got my haircut since.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like this was a really good one. We ran well over time. Like well over time.
You all right, yeah.
This was a good one. This was a fucking good one. I enjoyed this one. Fellas,
for sure.
It's been a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. Love y'all boys to death. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Follow the page. The YouTube is up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow each one of these guys on their socials. Go ahead, y'all shut yourselves. I mean, we do that shit.
It's gonna be our social gonna be down in the description below, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
I forgot
Follow
about
me
that.
on Instagram with Groove the Don. You know what I'm saying? And Groovy Kids with a Z, not an S at the end, you know what I'm saying? On the X, man. We about to run it up with the podcast, man. We coming. I'm telling you, we're gonna have some good things coming y'all way real soon, man. Some interviews too. Watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Definitely. I got a couple people that been chopping it up with me that been begging to get on here for a little segment to do an interview. But yeah, follow me on Instagram at Slasky _ SLATTSKI. Follow me on TikTok at Xslasky _ XSLATTSKI. Follow me, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I ain't gonna say my YouTube yet because it's still under construction. Go check my Apple Music out. Houston, Montana. HXXSTONMON. Or actually Santana. SANTANA. Yeah.
And to add one more thing with the interviews too that we gonna be coming up soon, man. I tell you, man, we about to be popping, bro. We gonna have athletes, artists. We're gonna have everything. It's gonna be popping.
We're gonna have
real soon.
deadbeats,
Just,
drug
patience.
dealers, criminals. We're gonna have everybody.
We love y'all, man. We seen that 1.2K on the little short niggas drop.
cap.
We appreciate all the
love. No cap, for real.
So,
I didn't say my socials. I ain't say my socials. Hold on, nigga. I ain't say my shit.
Go ahead,
Yeah. It's the J4YX Entertainment on social media, Instagram and TikTok. Follow your boy. And with that being said,
follow the Don.
And with that being said, y'all have a
stupendous day.
I ain't gonna say
expeditiously.
I gotta say something. You guys have a blessed and expeditious day. Right?
Expeditiously.
Watching too much TI interviews.
Shut up. You don't know nothing.
It's the Yappalot podcast, man.
Y'all boys,
we out.
Y'all be easy. We catch y'all on the next one.